Assalamu alaikum friends, and welcome to my video on Arabic grammar, and this video is on broken plurals. And I think this is the last topic on the plurals. First I did on Jama Muzakkar, the second was on Jama Muannas, and this is the last on plurals, that is the broken plurals or the Jama Takseer. So now let's understand what is broken plural before I start with the rules. Before I start with the rules, let's understand the broken plural. As the name suggests, broken, that means whatever we did before in Jama Mudhakkar and Muannas, it was called the sound masculine plural and sound feminine plural. That means the structure of the noun was not broken, was not touched. Only there was an addition of the suffix at the end. For Jama Mudhakkar it was different letters, and for the Muannas it was different letters. But what is happening in this broken plural? In this plural, what happens is the structure of the noun is broken. And from where is it broken? It is broken from in the between. It's broken in between, and there is sometimes an addition of a vowel, sometimes there is an addition of a letter, sometimes there is a deletion of the letter. So you will see basically the structure of the noun changing continuously from addition of the letters in between. It may add up in between, or it may add up as a suffix or prefix, and you will see addition of the vowels, and you will see the changing of the structure of the noun either with the letters or with the harakas. So in this video I will discuss four main structure, and then I will discuss other scales on which the Jama Takseer or the broken plurals is made up. So it's not necessary that you go through all the scales that has been mentioned in this video, but there are some easy scales that can be memorized and you can make Jama Takseer on that scale. But there are a lot of scales, but it's easier to memorize the plural words and not following the scale, because it is just for you to understand the structure of the noun following a particular scale. So before that let's understand what broken plural is. So as I explained, the changing of the structure of a noun either by addition of the letters or in the vowels or deletion or suffix or the prefix. So how many patterns of broken plurals are there? There are many, many, many. So you cannot memorize each and every one of them. It's better to memorize plural as you go on reading Arabic books, or if you're completing Medina book. It's a really very good exercise, and it's really very good book to build up your vocabulary, and especially with the plurals and everything. So that is more than enough. When you come across in a lesson, just memorize the plural words. And as I told you, explained before, that unlike the masculine plural, here in broken plural, it's used for both humans and non-humans. And I will be discussing four structure, but there are some other scales I have taken here in this video. So let's go through those four structures first and then the other scales. Among the four main structures, this is the first one, and that is the breaking of the structure of the noun and addition. So in this structure, basically you will see there is an addition of alif in between. So when you learn the scales, if you're confused about the scales or if you don't understand about the scale, let me just tell you that the scale means from where do you get the structure of a noun. So every scale we get, or the structure of the noun we get, you go back to the triliteral verb. Triliteral verb means the past tense verb that is always a three-letter verb, and it has fatha, 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 but it is one of the scale of the triliteral verb. I'm not going into detail in morphology right now, but just to tell you that all the scales that we get goes back to the main triliteral verb fa'ala. And as you can see, this is triliteral. What do you mean by triliteral? Means that it is three-letter verb. And then you see the scale. We get the scale fi'alun from the triliteral verb. So you get the same letters fa, ain, and there is lam. But what is the addition here? The addition is elif in between. So you see the addition, the structure of the noun is broken and an elif is added. For example, here I have taken rajul. So what is happening? I should have given the word first. So it's rajul. This is the noun actually. Rajulun. So rajul means one man. Now what has happened when it's made into broken plural? There is an addition of elif in between. So we have the main letter ra intact. We have the jim intact here. So we have the ra and jim, but what is happening? We get an addition of elif here, that is the long vowel, and we have the addition, the main letter lam here intact. So what is the addition? The addition is only elif. So we have rijalun. So you can see the word here, rajulun, rijalun. So there is an addition of elif here, you can see. So I have given all these examples here, which when they make the plural, they follow the same scale, fi'alun. So you can match the harakas from this scale. Fa has a kasra, ain has a fatha. As you know, if there is a long vowel, the previous letter will have a fatha. So that's why ain will have a fatha here. And the lam is still intact and it has a dhammatain. So that's why here also the lam will have a dhammatain. As you can check, the ra, the first letter will have a kasra, the second letter will have a fatha, and then the lam with the tanween. So you can check the word rijal exactly matches the scale fi'alun. Rijalun. So get the same sound, the same structure, the same letters, and the same haraka, right? Now let's check baladun. Balad means country, and when it makes its plural by taking the same scale fi'alun. So you can check the haraka biladun. So ba has a kasra here and lam will have a fatha. Even though if you don't write, it's understood that if there is a long vowel alif, lam is going to have a fatha. So biladun. So you can check all the plurals here. Jabal, mountain, and when it makes it plural on the same scale fi'alun, it becomes jibalun. So the harakas matches with each letter here. And there is an addition of elif. You can see the same scale, the same structure. Thawb means dress. The Arabic dress, the white dress they wear from neck to toe. It's similar from head to toe. It's a long dress. So it's called thawb. Thawb basically means any dress, any kind of dress. So the plural made is thiyabun. So you can match the harakas and the addition of elif. Thiyabun. Rihun. Rih means wind. And rihun makes its plural on the same scale. Riyahun. Abdun means slave. Ibadun. And coming to all these four words, why I marked it differently in red is that you can check the another example I took here for Jibalun, that is mountains. And now talking about these four words, why I marked it into red is that all these words, Kabir, Saghir, Tawil, Qasir, all these words follow the scale Fa'ilun. So remember these words which follow the scale Fa'ilun makes their plural as Jama Mudhakkar also, and they also make their plural as Jama Takseer. Kibarun, you can see the scale they follow is Fi'alun. And صغير, kabir, as you know, it's big. صغير means small, and it makes its plural صغار. طويل, tall. طوال. قصير means short. قصار means the short people. And now they can also make the plural by Jama Mudhakkar. As you can see, the addition of Waw wa Noon at the end, the noun is intact as Kabir, and the only addition is Waw wa Noon. So Kabirun, Saghirun, Tawilun, Qasirun. So remember all these four words, and you will come around these four words a lot of times, number of times in Medina book. So remember, you may come across the adjective kabirun, saghirun, or sigharun, or kibarun lot of time. So both are correct. And one more thing, very important point on these broken plurals, that kibar, sighar, tiwal, qisar can be used for the feminine also. Yes, it can be used for feminine. Coming to the second structure, where you can see the deletion of the letter from the scale. And now our scale is fu'ul. So what is happening here in the scale? Before we did the scale as fi'alun, there was an addition of alif. So what was the main scale? Fa, ain and lam. Our main scale, that is the triliteral scale, is fa, ain and lam. Fa'ala. So now you can see here from fi'alun, now there is a deletion. And now you can see the harakas fu'ulun. So any Jama Takseer noun you will make here, you will follow the scale here. So here actually there is a deletion of the letter. So where is the letter being deleted? So here you can see the first noun I took here is kitab. So in kitab, you have a long vowel in between. So this one is deleted, and now you have your broken plural as kutubun. So you can match the harakas. The kaf is having a dhamma, ta having a dhamma, and ba having a dhamma 10. So you can match the scale from fu'ulun, kutubun. Another example here is rasul. Rasul means prophet. What is happening? The wow is deleted, and now what happens? Rasul becomes rusulun, and you can match the harakas and the letters. So here what is happening? There is deletion of letter from the noun, and the scale being followed as fu'ulun. The broken plural scale here is fu'ulun. So here are all the examples that follow fu'ulun scale, that is kitab, kutub, rasul, rusul, jadid, jududun, madinatun, mudunun. And jadid can be made into jadidun in Jama Muzakkar Salim. Why? Because it is following the scale of fa'ilun. Remember, I told you the noun that are made up on this scale, fa'ilun, can have two plurals, one in Jama Muzakkar and one in Jama Takseer. So in Jama Muzakkar, it will be made as jadidun with addition of waw and noon, and in Jama Takseer it is made with this scale. For ulun it's made jududun, and this can be used for feminine also. Coming to the third structure, that is the broken plural, which is made when the structure remains the same. What are the changes? You will see the changes only in the harakas. As you can see in this example, asadun, asad means lion. You can see the changes. The fatha of hamza and sin has changed to dhamma in Jama Takseer. And let me tell you, in Arabic, there are a lot of synonyms which you will learn in higher grammar. Around more than 500 words are there in Arabic language just for the animal lion. Asad is one of them, and one of the words that I could think of right now is qaswara. Qaswara, you can find this in the surahs. I think it's in the 29th juz. I can't remember the name of the surah, but you can find the name qaswara for the lion. So there are a lot and lot of synonyms and words that we don't even know in Arabic, but there are. And whatever vocabulary that we are coming across in Medina book or in these Arabic books is just some words that we come across, but there are lots and lots of vocabulary to be learned in Arabic. So coming to the fourth one, here you can see the structure of the noun remains as it is. For fulk, fulk means ship, and fulk remains the same as it is. The structure don't change. So this is all about the four main structure, and now there are random scales of Jama Takseer, so we will go through that quickly. The different scales used. Now we will learn the random scales that will be used in Jama Muzakkar Salim, that is in Arabic we say mukhtalif awzan. So now you can see the Jama Muzakkar, I mean the broken plural of the word wazn. So here this is also a Jama Taksir. So the word awzan means scales, Jama. And what is the singular? Wazn. So wazn in Arabic means the scale. Wazn means the scale on which, or the particular structure or the stencil that you use to make a plural, Jama Taksir, the broken plural. So this is also a broken plural here, awzan. And here you can see the addition of alif, awzan. And there is an addition of hamza, and it's a prefix. So مختلف أوزان للجمع تقصير. So let's go quickly and see. The first one here is on the scale of مفاعيل. So here you can see the change of the structure, and the scale used here is mafa'ilu. So there is a meme, there is an alif, and the changes of the harakas, the fatha, the kasra below the ain. So the examples on mafa'il scale is madrasa. When you make the plural of madrasa, it's madarisu. So it is following the scale of mafa'il. Maktab means office or the desk. Makatibu, following the same. So there is an addition here, alif. Then we have the scale of fa'ilun. Remember the four words we did? Kabir, saghir, tawil, qasir. So now we come across on this scale fa'ilun. So all these words that you see are on the same scale, fa'ilun. And all the words that I just now told you about, the qasir, tawil and saghir, all these words plus ra'isun. Ra'is means president, wazir minister, mudir is maybe the manager of a company or the principal. Mudir can also be principal of a school. Qadim means old. So you can see the plurals formed on these, all these words make their plural on fu'ala. So those words you find on fa'il scale, for example, ra'is, wazir, mudir, qadim, they make their plural on the scale of fu'ala'u. So you can see at the end there is a hamza and single dhamma. So this is the structure, new structure of Jama Taksir. Ru'asa'u for Rais, Wuzara'u, Mudara'u and Qudama'u. So you will come across all these verbs, I mean all these plural words in Medina book. A lot of time it has been repeated. Another scale we come across is Fa'ulun You can see the examples. Bait means house is made into buyutun. So there is an addition of wow, long vowel here. Haql means field on which the farmers plow, and it's become huqulun. Faslun, class. Fusulun. Another example of the scale, that is fa'alin. So here you can see kursiyun. Kursi means chair. Karasin. Following the scale, same structure. Haraka. Ard means land. Aradin. Some more random scales here, and these scales you may not memorize all these scales. It's just for your understanding that how Jama Takseer has taken its form. So Talib is made into Tullabun, following Fu'alun. Talib, now there are two plurals here, you can see. Talib may form its plural by scale fu'alun and fa'alatun. So what's the scale here? Talabatun. Okay, so it's following the scale of fa'alatun. It's fa'alatun, fa'alatun. So it's following talabatun. So both the plurals are okay. You can use tullabun, you can use talabatun from talib. Af'in, following the scale, yadun, aidun, and fa'lun, making the plural on ard, ardun. Fa'alun, arabiyun. Arabi means Arab, and its plural is Arabun. Arabun. Fa'alun, bintun, banatun. Bint means girl, and fa'alun is ukhtun. Fa'awalun. Fa'awalun is on akhawatun. So there is a waw and an alif. Akhawatun. We have more random scales in Jama Takseer. So let's check. Ummun makes its plural by ummahatun. Akhun, we have two plurals. Remember, one noun may have two plurals. Akhun, ikhwanun, and akh can be ikhwatun. Though it has a tamarbuta at the end, but it's a male Jama Takseer for male humans. And here you can see another plural as ustaz. Ustaz means professor or teacher, so it's made into asatizatun. So it's a bit different from others. Asatizatun, though it has a ta marbuta at the end and looks like it's feminine, but remember this is a male plural. Balad, country. Buldanun, on the scale of fa'lanun. Then dawlatun. Dawlatun means city. And duwalun, it makes plural by deletion of the ta marbuta and the changing of the harakas. Shahrun, month. So it has one more plural, ashhurun or shuhurun. So we have two plurals on shahr. Shahr means month. It has two plurals, ashhurun and shuhurun. Sana is also having two plurals. So we have sanatun, sanawatun as a jama muannas, and sanatun, sinin, sinun. Remember, we have jama muzakkar mulhaqun. So the rule of jama muzakkar mulhaqun has come here. Sinin or sinun. Like we can use the rule of jama muzakkar with this word. Remember that. Let's learn some more Jama Takseer. There are more words, so the more you come across the verbs, the plurals and the words, nouns, you will learn more and you will you can memorize them. Inshallah, let's check the plurals Jama Takseer. So here we have the meaning here, so it's easier for you to follow. And in this column, it's singular, and here we have Jama Takseer. So ab, aba'u, aba'u. So pay attention on the alif here. It has a mad over it, so it's Aba'u. So you have to prolong the sound with 2 counts. And the next one is dumb. That means abukam. Abukam means dumb. That means stupid. And what is the plural? Bukmun. So you might have come across this word in Surah Baqarah. Summun bukmun umyun fahum la yarji'un. So this is the plural of abukam. That means dumb. Son, ibn. Abna'u. Akh, ikhwan and ikhwatun, just like we did before. Ukhra. So ukhra is a word for other, but it's feminine. And its plural is ukhar. Ukhar. So this word you will also come across in Surah Baqarah, where the ayah for the Sawm is mentioned. For those people who cannot fast during that period in Ramadan, they can fast in some other time. So you can find this word there, ukhar. And then we have akhdar, green, khudrun. Khudr might also mean vegetables. And this is the plural for khudr also. Name, ism, asma'u. Asir, asir means captive. Asra, asam. So asam means the deaf. So I told you you might find this word in Surah Baqarah. Summun bukmun umyun fahum la yarji'un. So summun is also a plural of asam. Asam means deaf. A'ma, the blind. Umyun fahum la yarji'un. So you've come across all the plurals of bukmun, umyun, fahum la yarji'un. So bait, buyut, thawb, thiyab. So you can see the scales, different scales that they are following. Jabal, jibal, following the scale of fi'al. Thiyab, jibal, fi'al. And for bait, it's buyut, fu'ulun. And janah means wings. Ajnihatun, af'ilatun. So it's following the scale of af'ilatun. Hijara, hajar, stone. Hijara, fi'alah. So khabar, akhbar, af'al. So the scale follows. These are all random scales, so you don't need to memorize the scale. Just pay attention on the plural words. And in Urdu also we say akhbar for the newspaper. Khal is akhwal. Khal means maternal uncle. Khati'ah. Khati'ah means false. So khati'ah, you can find this word in Surah Nuh, I think. I'm not sure about that. Khataya. Dabba, the wild animals. Dawab. Zamb is sin, and dhunub, it's following the scale of fu'ul. Ilah, God. Alihatun. Imrah, nisa or niswa. Both can be used for women. Imrah. Ummah, that is nation. Umam. And the Ama is the female maid servant. So ima'un. Bab, abwab. Barun, the righteous one. Barara. So barara word you will find in Surah Bayyina. Bararatun, that is the righteous one. Buruj, Surah Buruj, you can see it's Burj, and here Burujun. And here you can see Basar, the sight. Absar. Button, the stomach. Butun. And butun you will come across a lot of time in Quran. For example, this is in Surah Hadid also. Butun, fi butun. And balad, bilad, that is the land or country. Rab, arbab. Rajul, rijal. Rijl means leg. They both look similar, but you should pay attention on the harakas. Here Jim has sukun, here Jim has a dhamma. So rijl is leg and rajul means man. Arjul. So the plural is also different from rijal. Arjul. Messenger, rasul, rusul. And here you see the deletion of waw, rusul. Raqaba, it's in Juz 30 in one of the surahs. Fakku Raqaba, I think it's Surah Balad. And Riqab, wind, Rih, Riyah. Can you remember the scale? Fi'al, Fi'al, Riqab, Fi'al. Magician, Sahir. So Sahir noun is from Ismun Fa'il, the one who does the magic. And what do you call the magic in Arabic? Sihr, Sihr. And the one who does sihr is called Sahir. And this scale we have on Fa'ilun. So that's how we make the nouns in Arabic. Saharatun, Saharatun. And husband, Zawj, Azwaj. Sabil, way, Subul. And witness, Shahid. So Shahid also is from Ismun Fa'il. And what is the word that is coming, from which word it's coming? It's coming from Shahida, to witness, to give your the to witness something or give shahada. And from shahida comes shahid, the one who witnesses, one who gives his witness. Shahid, from fa'il, shuhud, it's the plural. Shaitan, the devil, shayateen. So as we came across the shayateen, it's from Jama Muzakkar Mulhaqun. This is not from Jama Muzakkar Salim. Remember, the Ya wa Nun may look like it's from Jama Muzakkar Salim in Mansoob and Majroor case, but it's not. The singular of shayateen is shaitan. And the plural is Jama Takseer, Shayateen. There is an addition of alif in between. So Sahib, Sahiba is coming from the verb Sahiba, means to, accompany. And from that verb comes Sahib. It's Ismun Fa'il from the scale Fa'il. Sahib, the one who accompanies. So the meaning comes like friend, dwellers, the people who stays together, accompany each other. Ashab, so you might have come across this plural in Quran so many times. Sahifa, Sahifa means pages, a page, single page. And the plural is Suhuf. And Sahifa can also be used for newspaper. And Suhuf you may have come across in Surah Ala, Suhuf, Suhufi Musa wa Ibrahim. Chest is Sadr, the chest of a human, and Sudur. Sanam is idol, one idol, and Asnam is many idols. So this is also coming in the Quran so many times. Alim. So check the haraka below the lam. It's alim. This is also ismun fa'il coming from alima, the one who knows. Alim is the scholar. Scholar means the person who knows a lot, who have studied a lot. So he knows, he has a lot of knowledge. So it's following the scale of fa'ilun, alimun, ulama'u. So now you know the word ulama coming from alim, the Jama Takseer. Abd means one servant. Ibad, lot of servants. Azmatun, azm means bones. So azm also coming in surah in Quran lot of times, in Surah Waqi'ah, Surah, lot of surahs. Izamun. So in Surah Qiyamah also you can see these words coming. Paternal uncle amam. Ain, so it has two plurals, uyun and ayun. Ayun. Kub, akwab. So akwab you can see in Surah, I don't remember the name, but in Juz 30 you will come across this word a lot of time. In Surah Insan also. Laylatun, layali. Surah Fajr, layalin. You will see the word layalin. Mathal, amthal. Madina, city. Mudunun or madain. Both the plurals are okay to use. Marid, sick. Marda, it's the plural. Miskin, the poor. Masakin. Malak, now pay attention on these two words. Malak, fatha on the lam means angel. And the plural is malaika. So malaika you might have come across a lot of time in the Quran. And malik with the kasra below the lam means king. Muluk. Mayyit means dead. Amwat or mauta, both can be used. Naba means news and anba'u is the plural. And naba means news, but when it's a special news, it's called naba. When the news is just a random news, it's called khabr. So this is an extra information. And Naba, you will find the name of the first surah in Juz 30, Surah Naba. That means very, very important news has come. And what is the news? About the day of judgment. And the whole surah is about the description and the day of judgment. So that's why it's very important, and that's why the name of the surah is Surah Naba and not Khabar. Fatah, as you have come across this noun a lot of time in Medina book, Fatah with the alif makhsur, a lot of people, they think that it's a feminine noun because there is an alif makhsura at the end, but there are exceptions in Arabic, but this is for the male. And what is the plural? Fityatun. Again, it's confusing, but it's okay if you repeat and memorize the words, you will get it, inshallah. Faqir, faqir, poor, and fuqara'u. Fulk remains fulk. Qabr, grave, becomes qubur. Qarn means generation. Qurun. Qaryah means village. Qura. Ummul Qura, you might have heard this word. Ummul Qura, that means the mother of the villages. Qalam, pen, aqlam. So there is a surah in Quran, Surah Qalam. Kafir, the disbeliever. And this word is also coming from the triliteral verb, the three-letter verb, past tense, kafara. Kafara is to disbelieve, to not believe in the truth. And what is the truth? That there is one Allah. And the one who doesn't believe, the one who's not believing is called kafir. So the kafir word is derived from the past tense verb kafara. And in order to make the noun as kafir, what scale you will follow for ismun fa'il? Ismun fa'il means the one, the person who is disbelieving. The scale you will use is fa'ilun. Remember when we do the i'rab, we say fa'ilun marfun wa lamatu rafi' damma. That is the scale fa'ilun. All the nouns will be made on that scale and you get the ismun fa'il. Kafir. Then kitab, kutub. And what is the plural of kafir? Kuffar. Kuffar Makkah, the disbelievers of Makkah. Then we come to Prophet, Nabi, Ambiya'u. And you will also come across the Jama of Nabi as Nabiyun, Nabiyin as Jama Muzakkar. Nasir means the helper, and this also comes from the verb nasar. And what scale is it following? The fa'il, fa'il, ansarun, ansar. And this word you will find in surah in the I think it's in surah Taghabun or something, I don't remember correctly. And ansar is the plural of nasir, the one who helps. And you might have heard this word, the ansar of Medina, the helpers of Medina. Nahar, river. Anhar. And walad, awlad. Walad is son or boy, and awlad means boys. Wildan, there is another plural, wildan. So all these, they have random scales. Waliyun, the supporter. Awliya'u. yatim, orphan, and this is also on the scale of fa'il, yatama. So they have different scales in plural. Yatama, yad, aidi, or aidun. Both the plural will go. Aidi or aidun. Yameen, also made on fa'il scale. Yameen means right. And ayman, yawm, ayyam. Let's now do the Arab of Jama Takseer. So don't panic. There is nothing new to learn in the Arab for Jama Takseer. It's just simple. The Arab we did on singular noun. It's just like that. There is no other different letters or rules here. It's just as we did the Arab of singular nouns, we will do the Arab for Jama Takseer. As in Mufrad, it will have a Dhamma, and in Mansub, it will have a Fatha, and in Majroor, it will have a Kasra. So let's do the Arab now. So in the first column, we have the positions, Mubtada, Khabar, Fa'il, and Khabarina. All these are Marfu cases. And Maf'ul Bihi and Isminna are Mansub, and Ism Majroor and Mudaf are the Majroor cases. So the case we are following, first we will do all the 4 cases of Marfu. So let's check the sentence first. So here it is singular, Al-Malak. So do you see the fatha on the lam? Malak means angel. Al-Malaku Barun. The angel is righteous. So when we make it into plural, as you know, Mubtada and Khabar goes hand in hand. You cannot make Al-Malaku Abrar. When khabar is plural, you need to make mubtada into plural. So khabar matches the mubtada in number and gender. You remember this rule? So al-malaikatu abrarun. So what is the haraka on abrar is dhammatain in marfu case. Next one, khabar. And hadha qalamun. We will make it as hadhihi aqlamun. Why is it made into hadhihi? Remember, when the ghair aqil plural comes, the ism al-ishara, the 3 things, ism al-ishara. Let's revise the rule for the ghair aqils. Whenever you will see ghair aqil plural, the 3 things, the ism al-ishara, the damir, and the adjectives will all be used as feminine singular. So here it was hadha, so it will be used as hadhihi, feminine singular ism al-ishara for ghair aqil plural. Aqlamun, so the haraka on the meme is dhamma because it's in marfu case, khabar. Fa'il. So now we are into file position. Let's check the sentence first. Ja'a al-ibnu. Ja'a means came, al-ibn. Ja'a, the son. So now we will make it into plural, Ja'a al-abna'u. So here is the rule, you don't have to make the verb Ja'a into plural for the plural abna'u. Why? Because there is a rule in Arabic sentence, whenever you start a sentence, you cannot start with a plural verb. If the file is plural, you will use the verb singular for the plural file. That's why Ja'a al-abna'u. So what is the haraka on Hamza? It's Dhamma. So simple, there is nothing new to learn here. Khabar inna is marfu case. Let's check. Inna rajula, as you see, the lam is having a fatha because of the effect of inna. Azimun. Now let's check. Inna rijala azama'un. Udhama'un is khabar inna and it's in marfu nakira. What about the rajul? Rajul, you have to make it into plural. Why? Because if the khabar is plural, you have to make the mubtada into plural. Even though it's in the position of ism inna, now it is no longer called mubtada, but the rule will be followed in making it into plural. Now coming to the 2 cases in Mansub, that is Maf'ul Bihi and Isminna. So first we will do the Maf'ul Bihi case. Now, do you remember the formula of Jumla Fa'liya? Fa'il, Fa'il and Maf'ul Bihi. At'ama rajulul miskin. At'ama is the fail madi mazid. Mazid means there is an extra letter in the fail madi. I will just go through this quickly. Fail madi is always 3 letter. If there is an extra letter in the past tense, just like in this verb at'ama, the hamza is an extra letter in the past tense verb. That means there is an extra letter. So that's why it is called fail madi mazid. Mazid means extra. If there is an extra letter in the fail madi, you will call it as fail madi mazid. So at'ama is coming from the verb ta'ima, means to feed someone, to give food. So at'ama rajulu miskin means the man fed the poor. So at'ama ar-rijalul masakin. So miskin is made into plural as masakin. And what is the haraka? The clear fatha you will see on the noon. Though it might look as Jama Muzakkar, but you should go and check the structure. There is an extra alif, masakin. It's not miskin. So it's masakin. And now here you will see as ism inna position. Let's check the sentence first. Inna shaytana kafirun. So you will see shaytan, the noon is having a fatha. Inna shaytana. Now shayateen, shaitan is made into plural shayateena. So there is a clear fatha on the noon. Kuffarun. So kafir is also made into plural kuffarun. And now let's check the majroor case. Awsa Allahu bil faqir. So awsa Allahu bil faqir. This is the fail madi mazid. Allahu lafzul jalala fa'ilun bil faqir. Ba harf jar and faqir is made into is majroor. And there you can see a kasra below the ra. It's clear kasra. Awsa Allahu bil fuqara'i. Fuqara'i. So still it's the plural form is fuqara. And you can see a clear kasra below hamza. So the next is mudaf ilayh. Da'watur rasuli. Da'wa is coming from the verb da'a. Da'a means to call or to invite. Another verb is nada. Nada also means to call. Literally it means to call. Nada means when you call someone by name. Literally it means to call. But da'a can be invitation and it can also mean to call. So da'watur rasuli. Da'watu means the invitation of the messenger karimatun. So da'watur rusuli. Rasul is made into plural. Rusuli. There is a clear kasra below lam. Karimatun. And now one may ask, like, why is it not made into plural here? Because sometimes rusul is taken as a feminine. So that's why it's used as karimatun. Let's do the first case, marfu case, and I will go through these quickly. Al-malaikatu abrarun. So you know the plurals here. Al-malaikatu is in the position, since it's a jumla ismiya, it's in mubtada, marfu, abrarun is khabar marfu. And you can see clear dhamma on both of them. So the next one is fiha kutubun qayyima. Now what kind of sentence is this? This is shib jumla. So fi harf jar, ha is ism majroor, and this is our khabar muqaddam. So what about the kutub? And there is a dhamma. So this kutub is our mubtada muakhar, late mubtada. Qayyimatun is khabar. It's not a khabar, but it's describing kutub. Why? Because there is a ta marbuta here. As I told you, ghair aqil is always treated as feminine in damir, ismul ishara, and sifa. So this is describing the books. Qayyima. So you can check the i'rab here. Harf jar ha damir is in the position of ism majroor because it came after harf jar, and it's a shibh jumla, khabar muqaddam. Kutub is mubtada muakhar, as I've already explained. Qayyimatun is sifa. Coming to the mansoob position, let's check the ayah first. وَنَادَى أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ أَصْحَابَ الْجَنَّةِ. Nada means, this is the past tense, and as I told you, nada means to call, literally to call, when you will call. So who will call whom here? Ashab is also a plural. So the companions of the fire, that means the people who will be in the hell will call the people who will be in Jannah. So nada fi'l madi, ashab is fa'il. So do you remember the formula fa'il plus fa'il plus maf'ulun bihi? So here nada ashabu. So ashabun nari is a structure of idafa. But where is the haraka? You will check on the mudaf, and that's why ba is having a single dhamma, because it is a mudaf. Mudaf cannot carry double haraka. Wanada ashabu, the file is ashab, and nar is mudaf ilayh. Since you can see there is a kasra and it's a marifa noun. And then ashabal jannah. So where is the maf'ul bihi? Fa'il, fa'il, maf'ulun bihi, because ba is having a fatha. The action of calling is done on the ashab al-jannah, and ashab al-jannah is also idafa. So ashaba is now a maf'ul bihi, and it is also a mudaf to jannah, and jannah is mudaf ilay. You can check the structure. Ba is having a single fatha, and al-jannah is marifa, and the ta marbuta is having a kasra. So you can check the structure. Ashab al-jannati and ashabun nari. Another ayah in mansub case, inna rijala udhama'un, because it's nakira. Inna, as you know, this is the inna sentence. So inna harf tawkid wa nas, this is the particle of emphasis. Rijal ism inna, and it's always in mansub. You know, udhama'un is khabar inna. It's easy. Let's do the majroor case now, and we have a big ayah here. أوصى الله بالفقراء والمساكين واليتامى. So you have come across all the words here. فقراء, masakin, yatama is plural of yatim, the orphan. Masakin, poor. Fuqara is also poor. So Allah, awsa, fa'il madi, since it's a jumla fa'liya. So first fa'il, fa'il, and then comes bi harf jar. So everything following, the first one is the ism majroor because there is a harf jar, and the other two is after the wow. So the position will be ma'tuf. So let's check. Awsa fa'il madi, Allahu lafzul jalala fa'il. It's always in marfu case. Ya, it's ba. Harf jar. So after harf jar comes the ism majroor. So the first one is ism majroor. Fuqara'i. Sorry, fuqara'i. And then wow harf atf is coming. Then masakin will be ma'tuf. It cannot be ism majroor because there is an atf. Matuf, and when it is a matuf will always follow the haraka before it. This is the rule for atf and matuf. So now masakin is following the haraka of ism majroor, fuqara'i, the kasra. Then again there is a harf atf. So it's yatama. Now yatama is a word, it's also a matuf, but it cannot show its haraka by visible kasra or a dhamma or a fatha. Why? Because the letter alif makhsura is considered to be a weak letter, and since it's a weak letter, it will not show any haraka over it. This is the only weak letter in Arabic which will never carry any haraka over it. So you can say this letter has a very bad attitude. It cannot accept any haraka over it. Da'watu rusuli karimatun. Da'watu, now this is the noun, and how do you understand it's a noun? It's a very important thing, because if a student doesn't know the difference between the fi'l and the noun, he or she should know how to recognize. First rule is that a fail or a verb can never have a dhamma on the last letter. It will always have a fatha. So that's where you will recognize that da'wa is not a fail. It's a noun, because noun can carry a dhamma, a fatha, or a kasra. So here it's the noun, da'watul rasuli. And the next point where you will recognize is it's a structure of idafa, da'watul rasuli. How will you recognize it's an idafa? The first noun doesn't have any al, and it is carrying a single haraka. These are all the rules of idafa I'm repeating. And the second noun is marifa, and the last letter is having a kasra. All these points will tell you that this is an idafa structure. Da'watul rasuli, invitation of the messengers. Rusuli karimatun. As I told you, the noun rusul is treated as feminine in Quran. So there is a surah in Quran where an ayah has come, and the verb rusul is treated as feminine. And if I can remember the ayah, it says وَإِنَّهُ كَانَتْ تَأْتِيهِمْ رُسُلُهُمْ. Kanat ta'tihim. So kanat as a feminine verb is used for rusul. So here rusul is treated as feminine. Karimatun, that's why ta marbuta is there. So da'wa mubtada, rusul is mudaf ilay, and its mudaf ilay is always in majroor case. Karimatun is khabar. So da'watul rusul, both of them you can say it's mubtada. And karimatun is nakira, it's the khabar for da'watul rasul, both. And the structure of idafa, let me tell you and repeat this again. The structure of idafa is a compound word, and it is considered as one word, and it can come in the place of mubtada. Now it's time for exercise. Let's do some exercises on the Jama Takseer. Here I have taken all the answers. So let's do the first one. Here, what is the question? Hawwil means to change, or hawwili al-mufrad, the singular, ila Jama Takseer means you have to change the singular to Jama Takseer, broken plural, in three cases: al-marfu', al-mansub, wal-majroor. So let's check. Ism means name. So I'll just write it down. Ism is name, and it's asma'un, asma'un, asma'an, and asma'in. So you can see the answers here. Ilah means God. Alihatun, alihatan, alihatin. So it's easy. Ummatun is nation. Umaman and umamin. Balad is country, and it's biladun, biladan. Now in this noun you see an extra alif. It is a rule in Arabic, whenever a nakira noun comes with fathatain, you have to put an alif after that. So that's why there is an alif. And in kasra you don't have to put an alif. It is only for the mansub case. Biladin. Jabal, mountain. And jibalun, jibalan. Now again there is an alif in nakira mansub case. Jibalin. Khabar means news. Akhbarun, akhbaran. There is an alif here. Akhbarin. Sahir, magician. And saharatun, saharatin, saharatin. Sorry, saharatan. Now, if there is a ta marbuta at the end and it's nakira with fatatan, it doesn't need the alif. You can write with ta marbuta, just with the fathatain over it. Yawm, day. Ayyamun, ayyaman. Again there is an alif because there is no ta marbuta there and it's a nakira mansub. Ayyamin. Yatim, orphan. Yatama or aitam. Yatama and yatama both remains the same. And why does it remains the same in all three cases? As I told you, alif maksura is one of the weak letters. Whenever it comes, it will not accept any haraka. So it does have a very bad temper. So in all three cases, it will not accept any haraka. But how are you going to do in Arab about the yatama? It will say the dhamma muqaddara, or if there is a fatha, you will say fatha muqaddara or kasra muqaddara. Muqaddara means that you are assuming that there is a fatha, but you cannot write it visibly on the over the alif maksura. So that's what you call in Arabic as muqaddara. Now nasir means helper, helper. Ansarun, ansaran, ansarin. Malik means king. And mulukun, mulukan, mulukin. And mathal means example, or mathal, amthalun, amthalan, amthalin. Example. And now let's check the other question. Let's check the question first. Da'i means to put. So this is the command for male and this is for female. As you can see, the ya. Mukhatiba for feminine. Khattan, underline. Tahta Jama Takseer means under the Jama Takseer. Waktu be mufrad, and you have to write the singular. So let's check the ayah. Lil mu'minat, it is Jama Muannas. So we are doing only Jama Takseer. Absar. So Absar is coming from Basar. And Yahfadna Furujahunna. Furuj means Furjun is private parts. And Wala yubdina zinatuhunna illa ma dhahar minha wa yadribna khumurihinna. Khumur coming from khimar and it is Jama Takseer. Ala juyub coming from jaib. Now let me just tell you about these two words, jaibun and khimar. Khimar is coming from the word khamr. Khamr is something that means it to cover. Cover what? And khamr is actually used for the intoxicating liquids and all. So when one drinks, so it seems that the mind of that person is covered with the intoxication and everything. So it gives the meaning to cover, and from the same word comes the khimar from khamr. This means literally to cover yourself, khimar. And jaib is something, it's something where you can slide your hand in, or it's a hole in the dress where you slide your head and you wear the dress. So jaib is actually, you can say, a pocket where you can slide in. And in Urdu, we always use this, it's widely used jaib as pocket. Wala yubdina zinatuhunna illa bu'ul. Bu'ul is also Jama Takseer, ba'alun, and this means husband. Aba'ihinna means ab. Then aba'i bu'ul means the father of husbands. Aw abna'ihinna, your sons. Ibn, this is also Jama Takseer. Abna'i bu'ulitihinna means the sons of your husbands. This is Jama Takseer. Aw ikhwan, ikhwan for akh. And aw bani ikhwan means sons of your brothers. Aw bani akhawat, so this is from ukht, and this is for sisters. Nisa is also Jama Takseer. Imra'ah, imra'ah, and tamarbuta. Malakat ayman, yamin. Now this is also Yameen can mean right, and Yameen here means right hand, whatever your right hand possesses. This is the structure of a sentence you will learn in rhetoric. Yamin means your right hand, possesses means the slave, the mal, everything. So here means the slave. With ta'ibin. Ta'ibin is not Jama Takseer, but it's Jama Mudhakkar, because you can see the Ya wa Noon. And Ulil Irbati min rijal. Rajul. And we have Tifi allazina lam yadharu ala awrat. Awrat is Jama Muannas. Nisa is Jama Taksir. And the plural is Imra'atun. Yadribna bi arjul. Arjuli means it's coming from rijl, one leg. Rijlun. لِيَعْلَمَ مَا يُخْفِينَ مِنْ زِينَتِهِنْ وَتُوبُوا إِلَى اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا أَيُّهَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ أيها المؤمنون. This is Jama Mudhakkar. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Next one is Allahumma arjulun. Arjul coming from Rijl. Yamshuna, walk. Yamshun means to walk. Biha am lahum aydin. Aydin. Aydin is also a Jama Taksir from Yad. So remember the two plurals. Aydin, or there is one more, I'm forgetting it right now. And basically the word is ay and aidi. So there is a rule here for actually this noun is ismankus. But if I'm not going to explain it right now, whenever, just a small explanation, whenever ismankus come, and what noun is called ismankus? Whenever you see a ya at the end and it's nakira, what happens when it's nakira? The ya drops off and the kasra is left behind. As I've always told you, the harakas previous means when you see the haraka previous in the previous letter, they will always correspond with this long vowel. So ya was deleted, but the kasra remained there. Since it's a nakira, it will have a kasra tain. So the nouns with the ya at the end are called ismankus. Usually when they are nakira, the ya falls off, but the kasra tain remains as a representative to tell you that the ya was deleted. So aydin yabtishun biha. Am lahum ayun. Ayunun. So coming from ayn, eyes. And yubsiruna biha. Am lahum adhan. Adhan is also coming from udhun. Udhun means one year. Udhun. And adhanun means many years. يسمعون به. قل أدعو شركاءكم. Shuraka means your partners with whom you might have been working with together. So shuraka is a plural and it comes from sharik. Sharik. Sharik in Urdu means to take part in. In a work, you take part and you do it together. So sharik and shuraka. ثم كيدونا. Kiduna coming from kaidun. Kaidun means to plan. And فلا ينظرون. And kidun is the verb actually, and it means to plan. Now let's check the third question. Hawili means to change. Min al-mufrad, from the singular to jama, thumma tarjim, and then translate. Tarjimi, so this is the command for male and female. Ilal Injilizia, into English. You have to translate, so don't worry. I'm not going into the translation so much, but let's just check the answers. So the first one is Hada Rasulun Karimun. So now let's check the first one. Hada Rasulun Karimun. So Haulai Rusulun Kiramun. So here Kiramun is taken. Remember the structure of Karim, the fa'il, they can use two plurals as Kiramun or the Karimun. And here a male plural has been taken for rusul. As I told you, sometimes rusul plural is taken as feminine also. Here they have not taken as feminine, so the adjective for the rusul is taken as male. So haulai has been changed from haza because this is for human beings. So that's why haulai. Let's check the translation. It's these are noble messengers. Al-babu maftuhun. So we'll make it into Jama first. Al-abwabu maftuhatun. The moment the ghair aqil came, so the maftuhun is actually the ismun maful, the things which is open. Maftuh is coming from the past tense fataha. And all these have different scales to make, so don't worry about that. Now just remember maftuhun comes from the verb fataha, that means open, and where you will find the meme first, that means that something, the thing which is open. So what is open? The door. So ghair aqil, the moment it became into plural, bab into plural, abwab, so this is a ghair aqil plural. So when ghair aqil plural comes, the khabar or the sifa will be into feminine singular. Now let's check the translation. The doors are opened. Al-malak. So see the fatha over the lam, the angel. Barun wa salihun. Al-muluku bararatun wa salihun. So salih is made in Jama Muzakkar and Barun is made into Jama Takseer. Let's check. The kings are good and righteous. So Malak, they should have given here Malik. So it might be a printing mistake, or you can say the angels. Instead of kings, you can say angels. As-sama'u fiha burjun wa najmun. Burj, I told you it's star. You can see in Juz 30 there is a surah name Al-Buruj. That means the stars. So as-sama'u fiha burjun wa najmun. Burj, maybe planet, and najm, stars. So let's check. As-samawat. So sama, samawat. So this is made into Jama Muannas. And fiha burujun wa nujum. So najm is also into Jama Takseer, buruj, nujum. And here the skies have in them big stars and stars. Big stars means the planets. And ash-shaytanu zalimun wa kafirun. So ash-shayatinu, and since it's a mubtada, you see there is a dhamma over the noon. Ash-shayatinu zalimun, this is Jama Mudhakkar, and wa kuffarun. Kuffar is the Takseer, and it can also be made into Jama Mudhakkar, kafirun. Let's check the translation. The devils are wrongdoers and disbelievers. So now we will do the i'rab of these ayah. So let's check the sentence first. It's the jumla failure, ankihu. So this is the fail. Then comes the ankihu ayma. Now this is the file. Waw al-jama is the file. Fail plus file. So the next coming it will be maf'ulun bihi. So ayma is maf'ul bihi. Minkum was-salihin min ibadikum. Now ibad jama taksir is after the harf jar, so it's ism majroor. So the ibadi is ism majroor. Wa imai. Wa imai means your female slaves. So this is coming after waw at. So it is matuf. Now the next one is wazkuru. So fail, file. We have fail and file. Then lafzul jalala maf'ulun bihi fi ayyamin. So ayyam is after harf jar. So it's ism majroor. Ayyam is jama taksir ma'dudat. Now, innahum fityatun. Innahum fityatun. Jama taksir. Inna, ism inna, fityatun, khabar inna. So this is khabar inna. Fityatun is fata, the young boy. And amanu bi rabbihim wa zidnahum huda. And it is surah from Surah Kahf. قال من يحيي العظام يحيي العظام. This is Jama Taksir. Idham coming from عظم, the bone. So يحيي العظام. And yuhi means to give life. So yuhi has fail plus file in it. So what is the file hidden here? Damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. The ghaib ones from the ghaib's male plural. Ghaib male singular. Idhama maf'ul bihi. So idham is maf'ulun bihi. Wahiya ramimun. Ramim means it's crushed or totally gone, finished. Wala ala anfusikum. Anfus, nafs. Anfus coming from nafs. Nafs means soul, yourself. You say yourself, nafsun. So ala, so it's majroor. Nafsun. And takunu min buyut. So buyut min. Coming after min, it's ism majroor. Okay. And aw buyuti abai. So aw buyuti. So this is or buyut is coming following the same haraka before it. Buyutikum, buyuti, and buyuti abai is an idafa. So buyut is following the same haraka of buyutikum. So it's ism majroor. And buyut is playing another role, that is mudaf to abai. That's why there is a kasra below the hamza. If you can see, it's not really very visible here, but if you see, there is a kasra below the hamza. So this abai is mudaf ilayhi. So this is triple construction. Mudaf, mudaf ilayhi, and kum, which is the damir added, is again mudaf ilayhi. So abai is mudaf ilayhi to buyut, and aba is a mudaf to kum. So this is all from the mudaf ilayhi i'rabs and all. So here we will concentrate on the buyut. So buyut is matuf following the haraka of buyutikum. And abai is also a jama taksir. Abai is also jama taksir, so it is mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf ilayhi abai. And now the sixth one is watilka amthal. Amthal coming from mithl, and it's jama taksir. Watilkal amthalu. So this is mubtada. Why it is mubtada? As this is a rule, when a marifa noun comes with ismal ishara, it comes as a compound one word. So this is mubtada of jumla ismiya. نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. So amsal is our jama taksir, and it is mubtada marfu. So this is mubtada marfu. وجاء السحرة. This is jama taksir for sahir, the magician, and it is plural here. And this is mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayhi. So who came? The magicians of Fir'aun. So fail, and this is fa'il marfu. So sahratu, fa'il marfu. And Fir'auna is in mudaf ilayhi position, and this noun is from mamnu min as-sarf, cannot accept kasra. That's why there is a fatha over it. Qalu, who is saying? Qalu, wawal jama. For whom this vowel jama has come? For Sahar, means the magicians. They are saying to Fir'aun, Inna lana la ajran. They are asking for reward. And they are saying, Inna kunna nahnul ghalibun. Indeed, we will all be victorious before you. With that, they will show their magic and they will win in the end. And the next one is fiha sururum marfu'a. So fiha surur is the Jama Takseer of sarir. Sarir means one bed. Sururun means lot of beds. So this is fiha sururum marfu'a. What kind of jumla is this? Khabar muqaddam shib jumla. Mubtada muakhar. So this is mubtada muakhar marfu. And marfu'atun is it is a sifa for surur. Why? Because it's the feminine with ta marbuta, and surur is ghair aqil. It may look like as if it's a khabar, but you need to be very vigilant on the nouns and all. Wa akwabun, this is also from kub, one cup, kub. Akwabun mawdu'a. So waw has come here, so it's following the same haraka of surur. So this is ma'tuf, it's ma'tuf marfu. Mawdu'a, sifa for kub. And walakin yu'akhidhukum bima kasabat qulub. Qulub comes from qalb, and this is our Jama Takseer. Kasabat qulubu. Qulubu, the dhamma is there. So kasabat, leave the other sentence. We will see this fail. Kasabat means whatever you have earned. Fail plus after fail comes the file, and qulub is falling under the position of file, and it has a dhamma over it. So it's file marfu. Wallahu ghafurun halim. And here you see qulubukum attached with the damir means itself it is an idafa. Qulubukum means noun plus damir makes an idafa. Alhamdulillah, this is the end of lesson 15, that is on Jama Takseer. Everything was very clear, very easy, and my next video will be on the relative pronouns. Inshallah, that will also be very easy. I hope you're enjoying the lessons, understanding it. Any doubts, please let me know in the comment box. Inshallah, everything will be easy, and let's meet in my next video on relative pronoun. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.